Hey there, welcome to the channel, Oracle Star Tarot. Today, I'm going to do a surprise card reading. So I'm going to shuffle, and just so you know, I do use an editing service that edits out pauses. So you might see some moments where it looks like I stopped the video and started it again, but I'm actually doing this in real time, and it just speeds up the process a little bit, especially when I'm shuffling face down. So I want to see a basic energy of this reading, and then we'll get into it, so I can see the theme. I would like Spirit to guide the theme of what this reading is going to be about. So I'm not going to ask any specific questions today, just what would be really good to know. All right, let's get into section 1 here. It's really interesting when the Devil card comes out first and the Death card. Okay, what is going on here? I'm going to flip them all over first. Okay, don't be scared. This is an energy of, let's flip them all over. Frustration, a feeling of wanting to make a choice and get away from something that is bothering you here. This is crazy. So just so you know, my readings, I work on not predicting. This is all about an energy that is going on, that you're feeling, and guidance into moving towards something different. I mean, I do a little bit of predicting, but this is not predicting anything negative here. Just to clarify first. Tuning into the cards. Okay, here we go. Something is bothering you where you're feeling like you were left in the cold. Something has ended. There's been some kind of negative energy, whether it's with another person or a group, something you're involved in, and also thoughts in your mind. It could be self-deprecating thoughts, but it's where you feel like you were harmed. You're protecting yourself here. You're feeling like you're left out in the cold and things are weighing you down. You're weighing your options. You want this situation to be done with and end. And at the same time, maybe some of the thoughts around what's going on with this situation are in a way like repeating, and it's frustrating. And you're like, forget this. I am going to build my fort here. I don't want to experience what I've been experiencing. I have this idea. I'm going to go for it. There might be a little bit of hasty communication here, but you're processing your next move and your next reality because what this was did not work for you. So now, is there a card? Oh yeah, they're kind of stuck together. Whoa. Okay. So the King of Cups, it was stuck under the Death card. Now this is a totally different energy. So is Temperance. This is like weighing options and being on this earth plane and also having connection with your higher self and your guides. But King of Cups, this is about owning your own heart, being confident of who you are. I see someone on a throne and they're surrounded by water here. There's water, there's protection, and at the same time, it's not harsh. I just took this quiz yesterday, and there was something about fierce love, which I thought was really interesting. So that term, fierce love, it kept coming into my mind. I was like, fierce love? I've never heard that. It said fierce love and a soft heart. So it's a totally different energy than like the Knight of Swords is just fierce, right? There's not a soft heart here, but fierce love and a soft heart. So let's get into the next deck. This was Modern Witch Tarot, and we're going to do Lucid Minds Tarot next to see what is some guidance with this energy. Oh my gosh, you've been through something really tough. We're going to get you some guidance here on this. All right, here we go. Spirit, what is guidance on moving this harsh energy, this tough energy, this hurtful energy? Okay, last card. Here we go. Let's see. All right, so you have the sun. What a different energy to start with. Being in the light of the sun, finding what brings you joy. So whenever I see death, the Death card, and then I see the Sun card, that's going from ending into a beginning. And then the Devil card before the Sun card is going from dark into light. Ace of Swords, King of Wands. We're going to do that one last. Death, endings lead to beginnings. The Lovers, Eight of Swords, the Star, Nine of Swords, 10 of Wands. I'm going to tune into this for a moment. What I'm seeing here is 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. The sun is about joy. The death is about endings, birth of new beginnings. The lovers is about connection, the integration of masculine and feminine. It could be literally indicating this has to do with lovers or love is on the way. This is also fulfillment in your heart space. The star is about resting and dreaming. This situation, if it brought a lot of chaos and added a lot of unnecessary things into your life, into your heart, mind, body, and soul, you're being asked to unpack that. It's almost like what I'm seeing is the storm is, you're not in the storm anymore. It's at a distance, yet you can still see it. It's still haunting you. So unpack the things. One thing that came to mind was listing all the things that came up for you. Writing down what that triggered from your past, your childhood. Writing the parts of you that have been affected by this. Writing how perhaps you feel resentful towards people, places, and situations. Writing down a plan of action to heal these things. Giving yourself love for whatever came up. Just really unpacking. Because if we just turn away from it, it's still going to weigh you down on your journey. Tuning into your fire, your ferocity, having clarity, clearing things out so you can actually listen to your higher self. Bringing yourself from darkness back into the light. There may be a part of you that has given up on love and trust. However, you're not meant to stay in the darkness forever. And you're here to experience the vast amount of everything. One thing that has come up for me lately, I'm going to clear these out for a moment while I talk a bit, is even leaning into every experience, even if it's a hard experience, if it's a dark experience, leaning into it, really accepting all these things as a part of life. 9 of Cups, it's 9 of Pentacles and King of Cups again. Those really wanted to come out. 2 Wands and 3 Wands. One of these cards from the other deck came out as well. So really leaning into all the elements of life has been really helping. Knowing that no matter what, there are going to be tough experiences. There's going to be darkness in the world. There are going to be cycles. There's going to be heartbreak. There are going to be battles. There's also going to be amazing times. There's going to be so much love. And when we only want the good things and the good parts, when those negative parts come up, we're fighting it so much that we're filling up the space. We're holding on. It's like going into a jail cell with all your dark experiences and all the people that hurt you and standing in the cell and locking the key. It's almost like, even I always like to use the grocery store as an example for things, but like you go to the grocery store and there's someone in your way or somebody rude or harsh energies in there, say, yeah, such is life. I've been saying that a lot. And just embracing that. Yep, of course, because we're on the planet, like we're in life. This is part of life. I don't have to fight that anymore. I don't have to say those people are rude. Or I'm irritated even, like, that's wrong because that's not how I want it to be. No, you just go, yep, such is life. That's how it goes, right? All right, so the victory card, 8 of Wands, the Lovers again, 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Whoa. A lot to unpack here. Such is life, okay? Using that as an example. Okay, such is life. We have grief. You have support. You have movement. You have people that help you along the way. You have options, choices. You have a little bit of willingness, a lot of willingness, communication, movement, action, victory, self-love, self-care, building the world around you, love, self-love again, meditation, peace, stability, times when you own who you are, and times where you're in this darkness and processing everything, feeling almost hopeless. There's times where you feel protective and solitary, and when you're focused on saving your money, and there's times where you feel open and free. connected, letting all of those be a part of your experience. And it seems like you might be in a space where there's a lot going on, where you're experiencing all these things at once. And at times it can be discombobulating. And especially when you're in transition from going from devil and death into the sunlight, you will have all these things happening because you're going to have great moments and positive moments. And then all of a sudden you're going to be processing a trauma or a trigger, but then you're going to feel victorious because something happened that you had a breakthrough or you made it. You're going to be communicating a lot of things, taking a lot of actions on things, and then you're going to open up, and then all of a sudden you're going to close back up. You're going to contemplate and then feel brave again. That's what I'm seeing in this transition here, from getting yourself from one place to another. And this read to me is just recognizing that that's normal and it's okay. It's all part of the experience. And the more we can ride the wave of our own emotions, of emotions around us, of experiences without being subject to any form of abuse. I always want to put that in here. But you can have a day where you feel really good, really confident, really brave, really celebrated. And then all of a sudden you go inward and you need a break and you're contemplating. And then suddenly you get some juicy experience with another person, and then you're back into your center. And then something comes up where you're feeling grief, and then you start to process that, and then you start to move, and then you go back into the cycle. It could be a week, it could be a day, it could be a month, where all these things happen at once, and just riding the wave. Okay, this is where I'm at, and noticing it and letting it happen. Of course, not without taking action. And it is important to protect yourself. Don't let negative things happen to you. If you feel like you have the power to say no to certain things, you have that power. All right, so let's just get a few more cards, and I'm going to pull them at the top of these cards. Four of Wands. This is when you get to that place where everything feels supportive and peaceful and stable. Remember, that will always come back around. How many times in your life were you struggling with something and then suddenly you felt this sense like that cycle's over? Remember, there's always going to be a judgment day. Remember that you're always being guided. Remember that with every difficult experience, you gain another sword, another tool. Remember that you can ask help from people to help free you. Remember that you are in this earth plane. However, you always have access to guides, and they will communicate to you. Remember that when difficult things come up, those are opportunities to clear out the swords that are piercing your own soul. And remember how much love surrounds you, how much love in the world is available for you. 10 of Cups. This is ultimate heart fulfillment, connection, peace, unity. There's family here, animals, spirit, love, universe, earth, flower. This is like ultimate fulfillment. And that's available for you. It doesn't always feel that way because you're on this journey. And it's part of the human experience to go through these darker moments. Those cycles do end. The less we fight it and work through it, lean into it and work with it, the closer we get to this vibe. All right. Thank you for watching. Leaving you on that. Never forget how wildly capable you are. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.